Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are planting out the plants that I got in my mail. So we have a Beauregard sweet potato. We also have a Yacon plant, which is also known as a Peruvian ground apple. I had to think for a second to find the name. Also, I'm going to put the corn in, and we're going to replace the beans, the Cherokee wax, because they're doing hopeless. They don't look like they're going to go anywhere. Alright, so let's have a quick look. Okay, Cherokee wax, as you can see, they are absolutely cactus. They're doing nothing for me. I think it's because this bed is holding too much moisture. I think there's a lot of clay in it. So we will try and amend that, but the corn's not going to mind. It's not going to mind holding the moisture as much. Now we do have this one little sunflower here, which I'm going to take out and transplant. And then I will cut up all the bean trash, dig that in, and dig in some amendments as well. A couple of my buckets, as you can see, they've got 5 good sized holes in the bottom, so they will drain out well. The narrower bucket, I'm going to put the Yacon in that one, and the wider bucket, I'm going to put the sweet potato in that one. They're both a 20 litre, which would be 5 gallon. But one's just a bit wider than the other, and I want the wider one for the sweet potato. Alright, now because everything I'm planting's a pretty heavy feeder, we're going to go a bit nuts with the fertilizers. Okay, so we've got some dynamic lifter to go in. We've got some rotted cow manure. We've got the sea mungus, which is full of all the micro stuff, which is great. Right, because I think I've got a clay issue, I'm going to use some gypsum, which is pH neutral. So I'm going to use that in that raised bed. We've got some blood and bone left, and we've also got some phosphorus. So the true root crops, if I could speak English, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? The 2 root crops are going to get some phosphorus in there, because that'll help with root development. All right, enough of me yapping. Let's get to work. I've planted these fairly deep, about an inch, a little bit more deep. They're planted very densely. It's probably about the spacing, maybe a little bit more than square foot gardening. So there's 16 in this little area. So, you know, that's why I fed it so heavy, because I've planted so heavy. So corn's a hungry crop. It's gonna want a lot of nutrients, so I fed it really heavy, and I give it a go. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If not, oh well. Better luck next time, and next time I'll know not to plant so close. So I'll give it a go, and we'll see what happens with it. All right, on to potting up the plants. I'm not really going to worry about putting anything in the bottom to stop the potting mix pulling out. It's pretty coarse potting mix, so I'm not too worried about it. Put a bottom layer in. Okay, and then we're going to start feeding it up. Now, I'm not sure about the Yacon, but the sweet potato is certainly a heavy feeder. As a general rule, root crops are heavy feeders. And their phosphate. Gotta mix around. Get it incorporated. Okay, a bit more soil in each one. Okay, so we're about 2/3 of the way up in each. Here's where I'm gonna make sure to have the cow manure. Again, a bit of a mix. Alright, bring them up to the level that I wanted to finish at. Alright, like I said earlier, this is a Beauregard sweet potato. There we go. There's the details. Okay, we're just going to make a hole in the center for it. This is a little dry because of the shipping, but that's fine. We're going to water it in. Okay, from what I've read, the soil can come up on the sweet potato without giving it collar rot. There we go, sweet root. And that's the details on this one. Alright. And again, we will just going to press it down before I turn it out, just to try and compact it a little. This one is a bit damper. And the camera's falling down. There we go. Just want to get it down to the level it was at. Get a bit of packing, and again we will water that one in. All right, folks, there we are. There's our Beauregard sweet potato and a Yacon planted. You saw the corn bean planted. Yeah, big tip on this stuff is feed heavy, and you know, give it what it needs to survive, especially when you're planting in a smaller container or something like that. The roots can't go any further than where the container is. Now, I've got a few tricks I'm going to try with this as it grows along. It's just sort of something that I was thinking about as I was watching the growth habits and that sort of thing. So, going to give it a go later on and see if we can come up with another couple of tricks for it. And this one's a new one. And the last tip I've got for you folks is, just because you haven't tried it before, it doesn't mean you can't try it. Give it a go, put it in the ground. What's the worst that's going to happen? The plant's going to die. I manage to kill plants all the time, but you don't learn something if you don't give it a go. Alright, thank you very much everyone for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you know when there's more videos coming along on the channel. Again, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.